Yes, and here are some examples of the ponies we've done. Look how cool they look. Look at the eyes. She has butterflies in her eyes. Look at the little cutie mark. Look at her tail. It's so cool. Look at this dude. He looks so cool. Look at his hooves. They're so pretty. Look at everything we've done so far. His eyes are also beautiful. Here is Cotton Heart, another one of our ponies. She is so cute. Look at her. She's got little hearts and her hooves are colored. Aw, she's adorable. And look at this one. She is my favorite. Her name is Snowdrop. Oh yeah, Elsa, of course you named her. Her tail is beautiful. Her hair is beautiful. She's just beautiful. And look at those eyes. Look at those eyelashes. Excuse me. She's a diva, a real diva. So yay! These are the examples. So let's see what ponies we make. Yay! Let's make a new pony custom in our pony making workshop. So much stuff to choose from. So many different bodies, so many different heads. Here we have designs, more heads, glitter, parts, clay, so much stuff. I am so excited for there to be another pony custom in the team. Yes, me too. Me three. I am so excited. Yes, but how are we gonna make it? Well, I'll give you guys a tutorial. Don't you worry. This will be easy. I'll start by giving you a tour of the place. Okay, Golden Ace. Let's see. So, first of all, we have the paint section, which basically we have over here all of the paint colors you could ever wish for. So much paint, so cool. Over here, we have all of the bodies. We have, like this tall base. We have Pegasi, like a baby Pegasus. Here we have normal earth pony bodies or unicorn bodies, ones with wings. Over there you have a butterfly winged one, a tall male one, like me, and an alicorn or a tall Pegasus base. Really, really cool. And over here, we have some heads. I'm saying some because there's more over there, but here we have normal pony, unicorn, more unicorns up here. And over here we have, a child one. We have a lot of colors of heads. And here we have parts. We have some neck plugs, which is so the ponies can move their head. And here we've got wings, obviously. And over here we've got so many colors of glitter. All of this is glitter. It's super cool. There's every single shade and color that you could ever wish for. And here we have foam clay, which will be made. Well, we will use it to make accessories and hair. So, is everyone ready? We're ready. Then let's start. So, who should we make? We have 2 more characters that I really want to do to add to our team of ponies. Really? Yeah. And look at the wall. One of them is right here. Midnight. I think would be a great idea to make her. Yes, let's. And next time, we can try inventing ourselves, a pony design for Candy Swirl. It'll be so fun. Let's do it. Yes, let's. So let's start. Yippee. So let's start with Midnight. So what do we need for her? We need the head of a unicorn and the body of a tall pony, but without wings because she's a unicorn. Okay, easy enough. Do you want to get it? Yeah, I'll go get it. Okay, so, here in the bodies, we can see that over here we have this body right here. Oh, it's kind of not, the wings were removed pretty weirdly, but it's okay because the wings, this can be covered with clay. Here you go, Golden Ace. Oh, thank you. Okay. And now a head. Okay, what head should I use? Is this the head I should use or is this one? Snowdrop, everything good? You finding it? Yep, I am, I think. Okay, this head right here. Perfect. And I'll just bring it over there. So, this is the base. Great, let's start. Yeah, but how do we start? Well, Cotton Heart, first of all, we have to make hair and all of the accessories we want to add. And later, we can start attaching the head to the body. And then once we've done that, we can, do everything else. Basically, we can paint, we can, make clothes or whatever for her.
Oh, okay, sounds cool. Yay!
All right, perfect. So, should we start? Let's start the process. So, each one of us, I think, is gonna do one part of the process. Okay. Ooh, can I please, pretty please do the sculpting? I'm so good at sculpting. I want to paint, like, the details. I want to do the painting.
I'm just gonna stay here and watch.
Okay, Cotton Heart. Perfect. I'll do the sculpting then. So, let's start by thinking. All right, let's start with the tail. So, what do we want the tail to look like? I think she has really pretty straight hair. I think we should start by making her tail just long and, like, you know, flat, like really straight and pretty. So, we're going to use our foam clay, which is air dry clay. And we're going to open it up. It's giant, look. It's basically like a huge pool for me. And we're going to take a little bit right here. And we're going to start shaping. Okay, here we have, of course, the clay. So, we're going to do some shaping like this. And this is what we're going to use for the tail. We're going to roll it into like this little thing. And we're going to take something, a paint can, so we can flatten it out. And we're going to use the paint can as like a rolling pin, well, a makeshift rolling pin, because we don't need a rolling pin. And we should learn to be creative with our surroundings like this. Da, da, da. Perfect. Okay, I think that's good enough. And now we just have to make, you know, the shape we want. You know, I think we should definitely get do like a straight type of thing, and we should use our scissors to cut the hair exactly how we want it to be. So I'm going to use those scissors to just snippety snip exactly how we want it to look. We're going to give them really clean edges like this. Very, very clean edges. And like that, we're just going to finish this. Perfect. And as you can see, now we're just going to like put this like that so it stays. And we're also going to like bend the sides inwards a little bit, just so it's kind of more realistic and the hair has, you know, more like volume and interesting things. So I think that, or we could do something like that. But I think that leaving it just kind of like straight is the best idea. Like that. We can like kind of give it like this volume, but we can leave it straight. Perfect. Now we just have to put it to dry. Now we're going to start with the hair. And the hair is going to need a lot more stuff, well, a lot more interesting things than the tail, because the tail is really easy to do actually. So, for the hair, we're going to sculpt kind of this little bang piece that's going to go over here. We're just going to kind of start sculpting these pieces like that. And we know we want her to have a side part. So we're just going to give her, like, start giving her this side part. And we're going to make sure this is all clean, all nice, you know. We want the foam clay to look very, very clean. Like that. And then, okay, we're going to have to position the head on top of something just so it doesn't, like, have problems. But yeah, we're going to do, like, a little bit of another thing over here. This is a lot better than, like, normal air dry clay because it's just a lot cleaner. Like that. What do we think? Oh, it's looking great. Why, thank you, Golden Ace. I know, I'm just a really good sculptor. That's why I chose to do the sculpting. Okay, and now we're going to add like one more little strand over here. That's going to like kind of give it some more volume. We're going to straighten it out like that. Perfect. Whoa, very, very perfect. Great, okay. So now that we have this little bang section, we are going to make the back of the hair because, as we know, she will have, her hair will be side swept. So what does that mean? That'll mean that literally all of her hair will be on one side and it'll be covering one of her eyes. So we need to make sure that the base is like very nice and defined. So we can, stick the hair on. And also we want her to look like, when you have a ponytail in, that you still have like the hair on the back. So we want that hair on the back to be very, very, very visible. And we will make this side the side that gets covered, as you can see. So now we will take the exact same amount of hair as with the tail. And we are going to take this. What is this? These are our paintbrushes. But specifically, we're going to take them for one reason. So we can take a paintbrush and plop the head like this and hold it in place. Like that. Or maybe we'll take our nail dotting tool to put the head in place and put it against something so it just stays there and nothing weird happens. We want the hair to be super, super long, but we need to make sure it also looks good with the body. So let's just, because see, the head does not stand on its own and we don't want any weird problems happening. So yeah, it's because we removed the neck plug and also because the horn is way too heavy for the head apparently. But it is okay. So let's start sculpting the hair. Here we have our little ball and we're just gonna like do that. And with our paint can, we're just going to flatten it out like that. We're just gonna make sure this looks flat, that this looks nice, that this just feels real good, like this. Perfect. I want it to be like straight, like that. We just want it to be pretty straight and nice, and that it can like twist at the end here. We're just gonna stick it like that with the ear. Then this can go backwards. We can remove this and then sculpt all of this hair with the hair that we already kind of like, put in. And we're gonna kind of curl it like that, just so it gives it more volume. And now it's just kind of a game of smoothing everything out, making sure everything looks smooth, and then actually adding more like pieces to the back and pieces to the sides so it looks better, like this. We kind of want it to look like that. It's looking really, really good. Really, really amazing. And we're gonna make sure it actually covers that because I want it to cover. And then we're gonna try and put it on top of this head. Perfect. And now this, we just need to wait for it to dry. All right, it looks like all the pieces are dry. So now that we've put this painting mat, we can start painting everything in a white base coat. And we're gonna take one of our paintbrushes, and this one right here, for example, and we're gonna start painting everything white. So we're gonna start by the head maybe, I don't know. We're just gonna hold that open and just do one big blob of white. And then we're just gonna put it absolutely everywhere. Of course, on the head. I think the colors we wanna use are like pretty dark. So I think we'll only need one coat of this, maybe. Yeah, I think one coat is good enough. Perfect. I'm gonna hold her by the ear, maybe. It's gonna be a lot easier to paint if we have like one point of, holding. But even if we're painting with dark colors, the white will give us like a better kind of base coat. It's like we don't want like a super opaque base coat, we just want a base. And now we're gonna put this on the head of the paintbrush, like that. And we're gonna leave it to dry. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same for the body. So like that, we're just gonna cover everything up like this. Cover the belly, cover the hind legs, like this. Just cover everything up with this nice coat of paint. Everything, absolutely everything. Now, as ponies are plastic, it's pretty like hard for it to get like a really, really good base coat, but that's not what we want at all. We just want a nice coat. We don't want like a super, super opaque, super perfect, 100% natural, good base coat. We just want a good, decent base coat. Like that. We're gonna hold her by the neck plug, and then we're just gonna paint these last hooves. And now we're gonna start with the tail. The tail is gonna be pretty dark, like the mane, so we're just gonna add the basics, like up here, We're gonna add a little bit. We're just gonna get some water. We're just gonna make this blue a little bit lighter, just so it's not that like blue anymore. So now we can just let them dry. Guess what's finally dry? Yep, our base. So now we can start painting. Let's go to the paint aisle. Okay, what paints do we have here? Ooh, okay, so we will need a purple. So we're just gonna take blue. Or do we actually have purple? Here they are. I forgot we used them to hold her up so the hair wouldn't go down. Okay, so here we have our purples. Perfect, aren't they? Yes. We're gonna want both these purples, and her eyes are gonna be yellow. So we're gonna use yellow, and we're gonna also take white for some accents. And I think that's honestly it. Yeah, that's it, I think. Perfect. She has a very, very easy color scheme. And we're gonna start painting. We're gonna take our paint palette like that, and we're just gonna mix this purple because we're gonna use this purple for, well, we're gonna remove the tail, but we're gonna use it for the whole body because this is basically the color we want. So, you know, why mix more when you already have the color you want? Whoa, that is one beautiful color. We're just gonna start painting absolutely everything, like everything in purple. Everything's gonna be drenched in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful purple. And it's a really dark purple. So I think it will be very good to not see the paintbrush strokes because it's, you know, now you can see the strokes really well, but soon enough, you won't be able to see a thing. So we're just gonna keep on painting like that. And we're just kind of doing our progress, you know, we're just doing our progress on our pony like that, well, on one of us, because once they're done, we're going to add magic and they're going to become one of our friends in our crew, because our crew is almost done, so we're very excited. We're going to do the head now and going to make sure everything is painted all right. It'll just look a lot better, like 10 times better. So we're going to paint the horn like this. Like that. Okay, perfect. And then the last ear. Great. Wonderful. Okay, now we've got everything painted. We're going to wait for it to dry, and we're going to put this head on top of a paintbrush like that, just so it dries. Okay, it looks like the base has been painted. Now we just have to do the hair, well, the mane and the tail. So we're going to separate this body for now because we're not going to use it. Well, not going to paint it. And here we have the head. It looks so good and so dark, which is exactly what we wanted. So we're going to take here our paint palette and we're going to mix another color. We're going to take the purple we were using, like that. And we're going to mix in some black, like that. And we're going to mix in more purple because I just feel like we never have enough purple. We just want it to be a little bit darker, not too dark. Like that. Whoa. That is one dark purple. I think that's actually perfect. Yep, let's use that. Let's use it on the tail first. Oh yes, that is one beautiful purple. I want to use that for everything right now. Oh wow. Oh yeah, that is so pretty. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's keep on painting the tail. I really don't want to touch like the other purple because if I do accidentally touch it, there's no going back. But it is honestly super, super pretty. I think with 2 coats we'll be done. Yeah, we will. Okay, well, I'm going to finish painting this because, you know, we want it to be whole and nice. Like that. Oh, it's such a pretty tone. Like, oh, I love it. The base painting is done. We have the head, we have the body, and we have the tail, which some parts are still drying, but still, we have all 3 parts of this pony. Ooh, it's so cool. And now, all we have to do is the details on the hair, the eyes, okay, and we need to do the little mark on their tail. And that's it. And the hooves, of course. But yeah, so, all right, Golden Ace, it's your turn. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with, also I want to give her a lighter horn. So I might start with the lighter horn. I'm going to make a little bit of a lighter purple for her. So we're going to take some purple. We're going to just dabble. We're going to dabble in a little white. And now we're just going to mix these two colors together until we get the shade we want, which for me is this. This is a shade, well, a little bit darker maybe. Yeah, I think mixing it all will be good. We're going to take the pony and we're going to kind of paint the tip of the head, well, of the horn. Dry your paintbrush completely, and then we're just going to like dry brush that. It's a bit too light, but it looks good nonetheless. Oh yeah, it definitely looks amazing, especially if we add like these little dots like that. It'll look absolutely natural, which is what we're aiming for. So that is the horn, and maybe we can add a little bit on the ears just to give it like a nice effect. I think giving Midnight some kind of like different things, like some dots maybe, some texture on some places, is actually going to make her stand out more from us and be kind of like cooler. So I think this is a very good idea because standing out is always like a good way of being original and cool. So we want to make sure that she stands out. Whoa, okay, that is looking amazing. And I think that's all we're going to really do for the head. We could do the muzzle, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that. We could though, but I think I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. And now, what can we do? Well, yeah, I think that's good enough. Now, we're going to remove the head for a second, and we are going to use the paint we just used for the hooves. We just want them to be a little bit lighter, like that. And we want them to leave a texture. Because if they leave a texture, well, like a textured color, it's better. Because it'll kind of look more like a hoof and less like we just painted it on. And same on the back hooves. Whoa, that was too big. Okay, same on the back hooves, like that. We're just gonna fix that real quick. Same on the back hooves. The bottom of the hooves looks really ugly, but it's because we will not be seeing this. So, okay, there we go. That is what the hooves look like right now. This is so super cool. And now when everything's dry, we're going to do the eye whites, and we're going to start, well, painting the little strands of hair on the mane and the tail, which are going to be really light turquoise actually, because I think it look really good. Yeah, me too. Me 3. Me 4. I'm so excited. So we're going to take some turquoise like that. And as we want it to be really, really, really light turquoise, I'm really, really wanting it turquoise, like really super light turquoise. So we're going to add a big blob of white. We're going to use our super fine tip brush to mix these two colors. And as you can see, it is turning out like a really light turquoise. I do want more white in there though. Like I want it to like almost not be recognizable as turquoise and just look like pure bluish white. Well, turquoise is white, which is why we're just going to add a whole blob of that in there. And we're going to add like more, oopsies, there's a paint thing over there. And we're going to do whatever we can to make this look, okay, that's the perfect color right there. We're not going to mix it anymore. And we're obviously going to give her more turquoise like accessories and stuff, just so she looks good. So like that. And we're going to start with the tail. So basically we're just going to start making like lines like that. And we're just going to make it real perfect. We're going to make sure this is really, really soft. Like that. Perfect. Whoa. Oh yeah. Okay. Here it is. We've got this amazing tail. And we just need to do some more kind of like lines like that. And that is kind of what we want for the whole tail. Like we're just gonna continue just doing like these turquoise strands for the whole thing. We're just gonna do that like that. Perfect. We can always mix a little bit of water into our paint so it turns out a little bit more, you know, like watery, and so it does, like, it'll cover less, but it will like be more soft, and it'll just be a lot more better to paint with if we add water. You can always add more paint if it just looks weird or if you don't like the texture, but here we go. This is kind of the look we're going for. And we're just really nicely doing this. Okay, we're just going to continue doing these lines all over the hair and tail. Well, we're going to leave the tail for now, for just a moment, to start doing the mane. So for the mane, we know that we want like there to be a center, because of course the hair is like parted sideways. So we want to make sure we know how we want it parted before we even start to paint. Of course, with the clay, we have kind of like marked where it's parted, and we can do whatever we kind of want, just like that, and it'll look good because we already have like our kind of center, as we can see, and we can just, there we go, move the kind of paintbrush around like that, and we're going to make sure we have enough paint, because sometimes we don't have enough paint and it can just spread in ugly ways like that. But if we have enough paint, it should be okay. Like this. Perfect. Whoa, it's looking really cool. This is the problem when we don't have enough water on our paintbrush. It'll like separate, and that's what happens when it separates. It just does these weird things and it touches, it's okay. The tone of like skin, well, of coat we picked out is a color that doesn't need to be mixed. So that's really good. We're just gonna kind of paint this curl. Just so from the side it does look, you know, like painted. And now we're just gonna continue also doing like lines over here and try making them like a bit thinner so they're not that big. Just like that. Kind of giving it a little bit of like diversity in lines. Like that. I think that's looking great. So everything dried, except what we need to do right now is the moon she has on this side, actually, right here. And we need to start with her eyes. So we're going to take this out and take this out, and we're going to use the remaining turquoise color to make the moon she has on her side. We're going to be really careful in making this moon happen. Like this. Now while that's drying, we're gonna do the eye white. For the eye white, we're gonna have a lot of patience because, yeah. We're just gonna start doing the shape of the eye kind of smaller. Not that big, like the mold. So like that. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then we are going to just add like the iris wherever we want it, and then we're just gonna start on the eyelashes. We gotta be really careful though, because one wrong move and we are done for. We're literally done for. But it's okay. Now that we got the white out, and we're letting that dry, I'm gonna show you the idea I had. We're gonna give her little stars in between this. We're just gonna add little dots wherever we want, like that. Make the craters of the moon, like that. Just kind of add some details. And then we're gonna add, this is gonna be the star, and we're just gonna add like these details, like this. So now it's a moon with a star. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Whoa, Golden Ace, you are good at doing this. Yeah, see, I promise. I'm just sometimes get scared. Yeah, we can tell. Hey, we can give her some little earrings too, like that. And give her like a little one going like that and going around her ear like this. I think adding earrings and little details is always like one of the best things you can do with customs, because it just makes them more, you know, original. I think that is good enough, so we're gonna wait for this to dry. I'm just gonna add a few little details. Well, we're gonna add a second coat to the iris, like that. We're just gonna try to make sure that it's as white as can be. Perfect. Like that. Great. We're just gonna leave it like that to dry. And once we're done, we're gonna do the iris, the yellow iris, and then we are gonna finish by doing the pupils and lashes, which is my least favorite part because it's super scary. So we want this to be very, very yellow and pretty like vibrant. And then we're just gonna do the eye like right there. We're gonna do it exactly where we want it. So yeah, this is gonna be really, really important and really, really risky, but let's do it. Okay. It's our big moment. Okay, I think that like eye shape suits her really well. Like that. Oh, perfect. She's looking amazing. And now we just wait for the eye to dry. And once the eye is dry, we can just add more coats there. And then it'll be time for the dreaded, very dreaded pupil and eyelashes. And I am terrified for that, but I'm gonna do it and I will be able to do it. So yeah, it's time. Let's get our super small paintbrush and our black paint right here because we are about to give this pony her facial features, well, her lashes, and I am absolutely terrified of doing this. We're gonna give her some nice lashes over there, and we're also gonna give her some bottom liner like that and make sure that connects to down here. And we're gonna give her a few eyelashes like that. Okay, whoa. And we're gonna kind of redo the bottom lash line here because on the bottom it just looks a little bit chunky. Like that. Wonderful. Whoa. This paintbrush is so much better than the one I used to use. Okay, like that. Oh, she's looking so good with her head and her body. Oh, so good. Okay, her eyelashes are all dry and her iris is also dry, so we are going to finish this face once and for all. We're gonna give her the most beautiful pupil. Like that. We're going to be really, really careful with the paintbrush because this is a paintbrush we will have to use more for ponies because obviously it's so good at its job. So I'm just going to keep on doing that pupil and we're going to connect it with the eyelash. And we are done. Look at her. She looks so good. She looks so pretty. Whoa. So we're just gonna wait for that to dry, and all we will need to do left is give her the eye shines, which are obviously gonna be moons, of course, because each one of us has a different eye shine.
I have a butterfly as my eye shine. I have a snowflake as my eye shine. I have a heart.
And I have a diamond. So she's gonna be able to have a moon. Yes! We're gonna finish her with her eye shine. And the moon shape is done! She is so cool, honestly, like, she's so amazing. I don't know if I want to give her like a light purple flank just to give her like a bit more like something more interesting, but I think she's good like that. So now all we have to do is glue her. So let's do that real quick. I just got an idea. I can do it with my magic. Then do it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. She's dry, okay? As the only unicorn here, I will cast a spell to make her one of us. And she'll be our roommate. Yay, roomies! I love being friends with my roommates. Or roommates with your friends. Yeah, kind of. 3, 2, 1. Where am I? Who am I? Who are you? Hello, greetings. My name is Golden Ace. That is Cotton Heart. Hi. Oh, you two look amazing. Oh, thank you. I'm Snowdrop.
Hi, I'm Sweetie Plum.
Oh, hello, everyone. I think my name's Midnight. I mean, that's what I remember. You did a spell to bring me to life? We sure did. How do you know? Well, I mean, you did do a spell so I can, know a bit about myself. So I do know a bit about everything. I know you guys are my friends and we're gonna go live in a cool castle clubhouse thing. And this is my design. Whoa. Okay, I really love what you did with me. I look amazing, honestly. Like, whoa, I cannot believe you did such a good job with me. Thank you for this amazing, amazing design. Oh, no problem, honestly. It's so cool. Yay. So, you want to be roomies? Yes, let's. Okay, great. Oh, yay, roommates, more besties. Okay, let's run, and let's go home, everyone. Yay. Come on, everyone. Right behind you.
Oh, okay. I'll wait till they're done talking.
Well, that's it. So, finally there's another unicorn in the squad. Yeah, must be tiring doing all those spells alone, right? Yes, I have a feeling we're gonna be besties. We are! Anyways, yeah. Guys, if you liked the custom, well, make sure you like and subscribe so you can see more customs like this and you can see our adventures together. Yes, I'm so excited to have adventures with you guys. Aw, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Oh, Cotton Heart, go meet her.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit shy. Oh, hello. Hi, my name's Cotton Heart.
You look really cool.
Aw, thank you.
Anyways, everyone, if you like this video, well, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. Yes, bye-bye, everyone. Let's go to the clubhouse now. Oh, yeah, let's go.
Right behind you.